And welcome everybody, it's Dan. Hope you're well today and welcome to the podcast show. My name's Dan Lasso and in this session I want to talk about Facebook ads because I think in 2025 Facebook ads is going to be enormous. I think Facebook ads in 2025 is going to be more significant than at any other previous point. And obviously Facebook ads have been fairly significant in the past, but I think 2025 is going to be absolutely enormous for it. And there's a few reasons for that, and we'll go through those in today's session. But first up, why do Facebook ads work? And I just want to cover this because some people have tried Facebook ads and they've not made them work. And we're going to cover why that doesn't work a little bit further down as well. But why do Facebook ads work? Well, a couple of reasons really. One is that you can get really targeted traffic almost immediately. So there is a learning phase that Facebook goes through when you start running your advert. You know, people come out with £50 a day and that kind of thing. No. Just run your advert, run it really low to begin with, because we want Facebook to go through its learning phase so that it learns who's going to click the advert more than others. And it's this process that you need to go through. And I think what a lot of entrepreneurs do is they spend a lot of money up front going, okay, let's just go to town. It's £50 a day. And they get like 15 days in, I should have said 20 days because I can do the maths then, I think. They spend a lot of money, £50 times 10, spend £1,000 and they've got hardly any results. And it's because they don't quite understand that Facebook is going through this learning process. And they blow through all their money because it's like this last ditch attempt, they'll go all in and they're hoping and praying that it's going to work because they need it to work, especially right now because times are hard, right? And so that then causes them a problem because now they've blown the Facebook ad budget. It didn't work for them because they don't know what they're doing and they haven't got any results. So, of course, they're then going to say, well, it doesn't work. And actually, it's like, well, it does work. You just didn't do it right, unfortunately. And it takes some experience and knowing how to do it. But why do they work or why will they work? Well, targeting is so important. So you can upload a lookalike audience or you can say, guys between the ages of 45 and 55 for, I don't know, I'm trying to think of what guys have between 45 and 65, midlife crisis. So Harley Davidson, let's say, selling motorbikes, but for men between 45 and 60, let's say. That's a really good targeted audience. And you can target, if it's a Harley Davidson shop in Leeds, which there is, you could target it up to 10 miles radius from their specific postcode, for example. So you can run very specific ads and get very, very targeted. Plus you can switch them on, switch them off. You can send that traffic to a landing page. You can send them to a quick online form to get the data, which makes it easier for people to fill in because we don't actually have to fill in anything in. And so running Facebook ads actually does make a lot of sense. And then also if you want to test a product at a certain price point, you can just spend £100. You can drive traffic and then you can see what return on investment you're going to get, if any. If you're rushing into this without any idea on what you're doing, you're just going to really blow that budget, and you've got to be really, really careful. So let's just try and help you a little bit. Like what makes a really good Facebook ad? So there's a couple of things. First up, the video or the image, whatever that form of media happens to be, has to be relevant to the person that you're targeting. So if you've got Harley Davidson for men between 45 and 60 and the image that you've got is of something else, it could be anything. I mean, obviously the image needs to be a man who's happy on his motorbike, or the open road with him on his motorbike driving into the sunset, peace at last, or whatever that happens to be. Certainly if you were targeting recently divorced men between 45 and 60 and were driving the open road and it said peace at last, that's a wonderful advert. So what makes a good Facebook advert? It's got to be relevant. You've got to have that targeting just down really well. And then the media, which is usually an image or it's a video, that has to be relevant to that particular audience as well. What else? Well, you need a headline. Your headline's got to be really good. You need a description. That's got to be really good. And you need a call to action, something clear. What do you want the person to do next? And most people go, well, I want them to buy a Harley Davidson. And it's like, well, we're not going to buy a Harley Davidson off a Facebook ad. But why not come in for a test drive? I don't know what the process is for selling Harley Davidsons, but I'm assuming there's a test drive at some point. So how about a test drive? How about a free Harley Davidson motorcycle helmet with every Harley Davidson sold? You could even give away something low value just for test drives, like a pair of gloves, a scarf. I don't know, a handkerchief, a men's handkerchief. I don't think a handkerchief would work, but a pair of gloves. Now you need to know what your numbers are like. So, if a pair of gloves are £5, that's its cost. Not the big leather gloves, just something that says Harley Davidson on them. If they're £5 and, how many test rides convert into sales. So if it's, let's say it's 100 test drives, converts into 2 sales. Let's say that. Okay, so we're going to give away gloves for £5. Come in, have your test drive. You can have your gloves. You get 100 people coming in, knowing that 100 out of 100 people, 2 people are going to buy. It's cost you £250 per person. Like, that's really good. How much is a Harley Davidson? I don't know, 20, 30 grand. So is it worth spending £250 on that particular process? Obviously, you've got ad spend on top to get 100 people in. That might be another £200. So you're talking £700 all in, £350 cost of sale. How much are you making on a Harley Davidson? 10 grand? Is that worthwhile? You might only make £250, in which case spending £350 to make £250 probably isn't going to be a great idea. But knowing what those numbers need to look like is a really important part of what makes a really great Facebook advert campaign work. It's not just for image, it's not just for video, it's not just for headline, it's not the call to action. It's not just those individual things, it's those individual things and understanding what those numbers are: cost of acquisition, cost of sale, cost per click. All those things need to be really, really well looked at. Excuse me. They're the things that are going to help you make a really great Facebook advert. But let's talk about why people can't make Facebook adverts work. And we talked about some right at the start of the podcast. People come in, they go, right, I'm going to run some Facebook ads. They haven't got a landing page. They haven't got a written copy, the description. They haven't got a headline. They haven't got an image. They haven't got a video. They don't know what the sales funnel looks like. They don't understand their cost per lead or cost per sale or cost per acquisition, whatever you want to call that. They don't understand any of that. And they just come in, they learn how to run Facebook ads. They don't know how to run them. And they run some Facebook ads. And they spend a lot of money up front, not knowing that Facebook has a learning process. And even if you did know that Facebook has a learning process, you still have to go through it and understand what that actually is. And most people haven't got that. And why would they? They're plumbers and builders and into property. And I'm trying to think of somebody who's not into property. They're dentists and chiropractors and private dental. I've said dentist, but you know what I mean. It's like they don't know how to run those ads, and why would they? That's not what they do. That's why they should come to an agency like us and go, this is what I want, this is my problem, this is how much I've got to spend, this is the result that I want, this is how much money I make per person that comes in, because that helps us. If you make £100 per person that comes in and we're generating leads at 150 quid, we need to know that. Because it's like, okay, I mean, you could go, well, yeah, but you should just magically know to bring that price right down. But it doesn't work like that. It's never worked like that. You need to actually know what these numbers are. And you need to know what these numbers are as well. And this is why people can't make Facebook ads work, because they don't know those numbers. They don't know the headlines and the types of images and the type of adverts. And we see landing pages, by the way. We see a lot of landing pages. And we go, I've been running some ads to this landing page and I can drive traffic. Because anyone can drive traffic, whether it's the right traffic or not. Anyone can run a Facebook ad and drive traffic to an offer. But if that Facebook traffic is irrelevant, no wonder they're not buying the offer, because it's not relevant, right? So first step, you've got to drive relevant traffic to the landing page. And if you're using a landing page, if the landing page is not a good landing page, it's not going to convert well. We've seen some dreadful ones recently. And people are getting stuck. We're going, I'm driving traffic to the offer, nothing's happening. And it's like, well, first of all, let's look at the adverts. And it's like, this is completely irrelevant traffic. It's not even localized to your local location. Completely irrelevant traffic. And then you see the landing page and you're like, oh my goodness me. Even if it was targeted traffic, you wouldn't close business, because the landing page just is not an acceptable landing page. And so this is why people can't make these Facebook ads work, and then they burn through all of their money, and then that's it, they've got no money left. Now they go, Facebook ads don't work. They do work. You've got to get everything in place just right in order to make it work. And then finally, why you need a funnel, not just an ad set. And these are two very different things. Like we just said, anyone can run an advert and drive traffic. Actually getting a funnel that gets people into the funnel with follow-up emails that will lead people down the path towards a conversion, i.e. a sale. That's what you should have in your business. And people, they spend less time thinking about this than they do picking wallpaper or choosing the shirt for a night out or whatever that happens to be. They spend more time choosing a car and what accessories they're going to have, spending the money on an asset that depreciates rather than actually analysing what is all the information that they need. What is this funnel? What is the customer journey going to look like? If you can start implementing that in your business, the business is going to close more business, which is why we're all here, right? Why would you not do that properly? Why would you not use an agency who understands how to do this? Like, I can do heart surgery, believe it or not. I'm dreadful and every patient's died, but I can do it. I can dig in with some pliers and a spatula. I don't know what I'm doing. I saw a video and I just open it up and I just, I can do heart surgery. Everybody dies within usually the first 2 seconds, but I can do it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no, you need to be taught how to do it. And who's got time to learn how to do Facebook ads? And it's not just learning how to do heart surgery. You need to do your first heart. Well, at what point do you get enough experience? You've got to play about with lots of hearts, I'm guessing, right? And have oversee. Why are you trying to do the same with Facebook ads? You can't go on a weekend training course for Facebook ads and learn how to do Facebook ads. And we sell courses. We sell a lot of courses. Do you think there's a reason why we don't have a Facebook ad course? Because it changes constantly on a constant basis. The thing that you learned last week is no longer relevant this week. In fact, one of the reasons why I don't think we'll ever have a Facebook ads course. And we may sell somebody else's Facebook ads course, but only if we know they're keeping their Facebook ads course up to date. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So you need a funnel to market your business, and you've got to get this funnel in place. And it's got to have a landing page, and it's got to have a thank you page. Because there's things that we want to do on your thank you page which will impact your Facebook ads. We need to install pixels and understand who's landed on a thank you page and who's landed on the upsell page. And then we can run different Facebook ads to them depending on what they've actually landed on. And if they've landed on the buy now page but didn't land on a thank you page, it means they didn't buy. So they get a follow-up Facebook ad. And so that's why we use the pixel. That's what forms part of the funnel. It's not just your landing page and it's not just your emails. It's your pixel and your thank you pages and then the whole follow-up process alongside that as well. So I hope you find that useful. If you've got any questions, please come and ask. If you want to use a Facebook ads agency, then we are the people that can help you. Come and hit us up, come and say hello, and we'll speak to you soon. Other than that, have a great day. Take care.
Oh, hello. Yes, it is me, David Brent, the Breadmeister General. Yes, I am famous. And I've just got a phone call from head office. And they were going, "Oh, David, you're such a superstar. How come you sell so much paper and the Swindon branch don't?" And I go, "It's because they're slugs." It's not actually, but it's because of this lot. These guys, probably click on the link down below. Yeah? So if you want to be found on the worldwide interweb thing, yeah, these guys are the people. Yeah? Give them yeah? Anyway, I told head office that it's because I'm such a great boss, yeah, and a chilled out entertainer. So, probably. Right, Dawn, get the guitar. Let's have a little sing song.